Hey guys, it's Lizzie. So today I wanted to tell you a story about a lowest point in my life. So it was the end of sophomore year and we were picking out our schedule for junior year. I went to an arts high school and I was in the communications department, so my three classes that I took every year were creative writing, debate, and TV production. And so I picked those as my electives, and so then I submit my form to the counselor and then I get called down to meet with them to verify the schedule, and I get told that I have to drop an arts class. Debate was offered first period, creative writing was offered second period, and TV production was first or second period. And so it was impossible for me to take all of them and I had to quit a class. It was terrible having to choose which one I loved the least, because creative writing was like breathing to me then, and it was the reason I came to that school, because I loved writing. And then debate was like my life. It was what I spent all my time in high school doing. And then TV production was like this newfound passion of filming and editing. Like editing on Final Cut was like addicting almost to me. It was amazing. And so I couldn't really imagine quitting any of them, but I had to make a decision, and so I chose to not do TV production junior year. So during the beginning of summer, about a week after school ended, I was just sitting on a hammock in my backyard, almost depressed that I was done with film for a year. I couldn't even imagine not doing film for a year. And so I decided to start a YouTube channel, and I already had one started, but I didn't update it that often. And so I created Lizzie's Answers in June of that year. I don't think I would have created another YouTube channel if I wasn't missing film so much, and if I didn't have the realization that I wouldn't be able to do it for an entire year. And so Lizzie's Answers was awesome because it was this outlet for editing and film that I absolutely love. And now with my partner money, I was able to buy Final Cut this year so that I can edit with Final Cut at home. And even though I'm not doing film or TV at college, I can still edit with Final Cut. And so it's amazing what this YouTube channel has brought me. And even though at the time it seemed depressing, I can't do TV, I love TV, I created something new with that. The other positive outcome that came out of this was when I had to choose another elective to be in, since I wasn't taking TV. And so I got put in this humanities class, which was actually a philosophy class. And I'd done philosophy before because I did philosophical debate in high school. I did this event called LD. I made a whole video about it. This was my first time actually taking a philosophy class though, and I absolutely loved it. We read about all these different philosophers and we had these discussions about the existence of God and utilitarianism and everything. And I absolutely loved hearing everyone's perspectives because my school was really atheist, and so most of the people in the class didn't believe in God. And it forced me to figure out why I believe in God, come up with definable reasons, and my faith was grown so much stronger because I was surrounded by all this disbelief, and that was a really positive thing. So then, because I love philosophy so much, I decided to dual enroll in an intro to philosophy class at a university the next summer, so the summer after junior year, and that was the best class I've taken in my entire life. It was 3 hours and 45 minutes twice a week, and it was just amazing. I was enthralled by everything philosophy. And because I love that class so much, I am now a philosophy major at Pepperdine. And I'm actually considering changing that to a religion major, but I'm definitely going to still minor in philosophy because I just love everything philosophy. And I'm in the philosophy club here. And it's just kind of crazy how you see one thing that at the time it looked like a terrible thing that had happened, like I had to quit what I loved. But then because of that, I created this YouTube channel and I discovered that I had this amazing love and passion for the subject of philosophy. Whatever you're going through right now, it might seem terrible, it might seem completely meaningless and stupid, and you're like, why is this happening? This is just not helping anything. But it really is going to transform who you are and what you choose in your life. And so just keep holding on and having some sort of hope in the future. For me, it did turn out all right, and this Bible verse on my wall, which I think is the cutest thing ever, I put it up yesterday. It's Psalm 37:4, and it says, "Delight yourself in the Lord, and He will give you the desires of your heart." And that's the verse I thought of when I got into Pepperdine, because I wanted to come to Pepperdine because of the spiritual life here. I read online that they had a spiritual life advisor in each dorm and all the Bible studies, and literally almost every day there's 1 or 2 worship services to go to. And I just love being able to worship God with other people. It's the best feeling in the world. And I'm not saying that God chooses which college you get into or anything, but I just know that in my own life I really have been seeing God work through really random situations, and God just can use really inconsequential things and painful things to show His glory. And I think we serve an amazing God, and I just love that I know Him and that I'm in love with Him, and I want everyone else to know that love too, because it's just the best relationship in the world. We were literally created to worship God, and so I just love that I found Him and that I know Him, and I feel so blessed every single day to just get to be here and be surrounded by a lot of people who love him too, but also to be surrounded by people who don't know him, because I think it's good to have like religious diversity at a college. Thank you for watching. I love you guys so much, and I will see you on Thursday. Bye!
Bunch of books, you'll realize that in every culture that's ever existed,
but the
we have
truth
the same
is that God
understanding
cannot
of good and
exist
evil.
with
Things
sin.
that are
He's
evil
that
include
awesome, he's
oppression,
that powerful,
murder,
he's that
and
perfect.
lying. Things
God
that are
chose
good,
the Jewish
being
nation
kind to
as
old
his
people
people,
and
and
sick
he gave them
people,
a way
being fair,
to be with
donating
him
to charity,
each time.